Hello. So, Diddy made a speech at the Grammys, and I mean, now I have my reservations about Diddy, but I was so glad to see someone as successful as him, as powerful as him, say the speech that he said. Because think about it, Diddy can control a lot of things for black musicians, black celebrities, black people in general. Him and Jay-Z, they both have that power, regardless of how we feel about them, because of whatever they do. They have that power to change the whole game, And I watch Gene Deal a lot, and I agree with everything he says about Diddy, but when it comes to that Grammy speech that Diddy made, and I'm not sure if he was just drunk, high, or what, because, you know, I heard how he get down, but he gave the Grammys a year to pretty much get their shit in order about recognizing black artists, right? I remember when Jay-Z had an album that came out. I think it was like I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan, so I'm not sure what album this was, but I think it was like a year or so ago, like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And at the time when the album came out, um, his album spoke a lot about relationships and stuff, and like how he knows he needs to do better or something like that, something on that line. But and I felt like at that moment, and it could be his last album, I'm not sure if he had another one or what. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan, but I know that at that time when his album came out, I felt like, if he could change the whole game when it comes to how men deal with women. Because if he would have said, "Yo, look, we need to treat our women right. Um, we don't need to cheat on our women," the things that he say, can change the game. A lot of people look up to Biggie. Biggie. Oh my goodness! Wow, I didn't mean to say that, but wow. A lot of people look up to the Jay-Z's and Puff Daddies. You know, to their culture, their music. I don't know why Puff Daddy, but he is entertaining and he is fascinating, and he does have a talent or two, you know. But those two people have a lot of leeway when it comes to changing the minds of a lot of people. And I remember feeling when that album came out for Jay-Z that, oh, he about to change the game. These men about to be out here like, yeah, like wanting to, find a woman and just be with that woman and, create some real relationships out here because, the words that those fellas speak, they could change the whole game for our lives. And with this being a whole new decade, 2020 being the Ascension year, that's what I call it. 2020 Ascension. I know everyone says the 2020 vision, but that too, But I feel like if he's true to his word, a lot of things can change in the music game, and that will change for everyone else because think about it, everything on the TV and on the radio, it affects our lives, and I'm not a huge TV watcher. I have my certain shows and I watch that. Like most of the time I'm at home, the TV's off. And my boyfriend will come home, he'll be like, why is it so quiet in here? It's like quiet as hell. But I'm comfortable with myself. So, I could I can, um I'm comfortable with peace and quiet and the noises that naturally happen. That's just me. But anyway, but but a lot of things that happen on TV and in the music, people, that's just they live for that. And you know, I would call myself part of the conscious community, even though, it's some crazy stuff going on with anything, but I'm one of the ones that's, I would admit, my third eye is open. I see a lot of things, and I see a lot of people who are like sleep, like oblivious to everything that's going on. Like, oh, I ain't see that. Like the lady who said, who called Kobe a nigger. And, there's some people who tweeted and said they didn't. Oh, no, she said knacker. She didn't mean that. She's not racist. And there were black people. And it's like, what? Like, I heard G's, like about 4 or 5 G's when she said niggas. Like, I didn't hear no C. It wasn't knackers or nakers. It was niggers. I heard about some extra G's up in there, okay? That was niggas. It was definitely niggas. That bitch said that. She said that. She said that, okay? But if you have people like Puff and Jay-Z who stand up and, really want to make a change, like, I feel like we could overthrow the kingdom. Okay? We could come back. Like, we really can. We really can. And, I hate to say, but folks like that can really change the game and help us along. Like, give us that boost we need to get where we need to be, because there's a lot of folks out here asleep that's just like, they'll settle for anything. And it's just like, like, but, if he is really true to his word, and see, he didn't say like in a year, like what he would do or what would happen, and I'm hoping he wasn't just drunk and said something at the time. And I'm also hoping, that, something bad doesn't happen to him, because come on now, if he didn't get the approval to say that, then I'm feeling like in a couple of months it's going to be a whole lot going on with him. It's going to be some rape allegations. Okay, you know how they get our black men. It's going to be some rape allegations going on. The whole gay stuff might really come out. But we all know that. So I mean, it is what it is. But I'm worried about the boy right now. Like, I don't think the future looks too good for him, but we'll see how it plays out, because, he said what he had to say. That was very powerful. If he didn't have the approval to say that, then I would definitely say, something about to happen. Something about to go down. But, just with this whole year in general, this 2020 year, I feel like it's about to go down. Like, I just feel like things are going to, almost like the revelations in the Bible. I feel like things are about to just come out. People are about to start seeing things for what they are and all that, acting like, oh, I didn't see that. Did that happen? All that shit about to, that's about to die. If you didn't hear that, see that, then, you're going to be alone. All those sheeple who just, want to be on a team. Like, I feel like times are changing, and I'm so happy that they're changing. And I feel so good about this year, 2020. And you know, I know of people who went so strong from the first of the year, working on their goals, and now I'm like, where you at? I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing from you. Like, where you at? And I know how that feels. And I do that every year. That's why I pace myself. Because I think I did one video this year. I think I did my one video this year. And then you haven't seen me since. But I'm pacing myself. Because I'm not doing like I used to do every New Year's and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, do that. I got time. So long as I get my goals accomplished this year, then I'm good. So, it is what it is. But I think we have a lot of game changers that's going to happen this year. I think it's going to be a lot of eye opening things that happen. Rest in peace to Kobe and his baby and all the other people who passed with him. That situation was real weird. I know people hate conspiracy theories, so I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, rest in peace to all those ones who lost their life. I feel for all the family members because that has to be very difficult. But I do feel like this year is going to be, an eye opener for a lot of black folk. And I feel like it's our time. It's our time. It's our time. It just is what it is. And, we're about to start waking up. We're about to start making some huge moves, and I'm excited for it. And I'm ready to see it. And, I just feel like we need to shine more. And I hope that, Diddy do a couple more interviews and do some interviews and really elaborate on what he means by the Grammys have 1 year, because I feel like in a lot of different areas our voice needs to be heard. And if he turn around and make it right, then I'll listen. And I say turn around and make it right, meaning everything that happened with Biggie, because I wasn't there, but I do believe what Gene Deal said. It makes sense to me. And I mean, like, I don't know how you can make that right, but I mean, moving our people in a better direction and helping with that. He's not Malcolm X. He's not Martin Luther King. He's not anyone that people would look up to in a civil rights type of way, or a leader of this free world. But it's a lot of things that him and Jay-Z can say that will change the whole dynamic for the type of life that black people live right now. And in 2020, I just see it getting better from here. I mean, I just feel that energy of dominance. I feel people are going to claim their dominance and, work on improving themselves. And, I just really want to see black people strive, and less excuses, more doing. And, this YouTube thing, I just really want to see it be beneficial for me and everyone. Everyone else, I find myself now that when I'm on YouTube, a lot of times, you go through your timeline. I used to be real picky about my selection. Now I'm like, oh, I listen to this, and I hit the like button, just because I want to give, I want everybody to get a check. Hell, I want a check. Okay? I'm working my way up to that. So, I want to check like everyone else. I can sit home and speak the things that are on my mind and get paid for it. Like, who wouldn't want that? So, I'm just bringing that good energy for everyone who watched this video. If you're a YouTuber also, and you're just starting out like me, and you want to make your YouTube channel successful, I wish you all the blessings. I wish you all the prosperity and everything. I wish that everything comes your way that, you deserve or that you're wanting. And, like I said again, it's 2020. Not only is it time to, not only is, 2020 represents good eyesight, so you can see, because, when you can see things clear, then you know how to fall in line. But, good energy too, so that, as you move along your journey, you're being positive and not, hurting anyone or doing anything out the way that could cause, problems for anyone. So, make the best of your life. It's a whole new decade. You have your life, so, take advantage of it. Those loved ones that you have that you don't speak to often, people that really meant something to you back in the day, but you haven't spoke to them. Just send them a text message or something. Hell, send them an email, and just say thank you. Hey, I love you. That's it. Keep it short and simple. But, I mean, I just went to a funeral last week, and then Kobe thing just came up. And then I'm feeling like, damn, what the hell is going on? Like, I didn't even have time to process that, and then this, and it's like, with this being a new decade, it feels, it was starting to feel a little heavy. But, I talk with my mom, and she's just like, you just gotta appreciate everything you have. Appreciate it, appreciate the people around you, let them know that, and, live your life in a positive way so that, your light can shine bright. It is what it is. So, like I said, peace and blessings to you all. I wish you all success, and I hope this energy spills out to you and it feels heartwarming, and I hope it helps. Peace.